This week we enjoyed showing some important visitors around our campus and to share some of the fun things we are doing each week. Let's take a look.
Good morning, could you introduce yourself?
I'm Lawler, I'm the Minister for Education, and
I'm Chansey Paech, the member for Namatjira.
So this is your first time you have visited Yirara College.
it's the first time as Minister for Education that I've visited Yirara, but I lived in Alice Springs for quite a few years, and I visited Yirara quite a few times when I was here living in Alice Springs, but it's lovely to be here today.
Did you learn anything new about our school which you didn't know before coming here?
Oh, absolutely. It's been a wonderful visit. Chansey and I have had a really good look around. I hadn't heard and didn't know about your simulators, machines, so I got to see those dump trucks in operation and the excavators and the loader operators. So I knew about the dormitories and I knew about the accommodation for students, but I didn't know about that part of it. And I also didn't know about the kids making those electric guitars too, so it was good to see that part.
Yeah. We did this program last year. We're on to our second group going through now.
It's pretty special seeing them do the simulators and the guitars and learning how to do stuff with electronics. It's really exciting. Yeah. So we know lots of strong kids come out of Yirara, particularly from my electorate area, so it's really good to see them all here learning.
At Yirara, we often talk about what we want to do when we finish school. And what did you want to be when you were younger? And did you think that you would be in this position when you finished school?
Oh, well, I wanted to be a teacher, and I did become a teacher, and I worked in a school for about 15 years as a classroom teacher, and then I went on to be a principal and then in the education department. So I guess I fulfilled that dream, but I never thought I'd be a politician. That was a real surprise, and it was just one of those things that was decided at the last minute, really. So it's been wonderful though to have that opportunity.
I always had a dream of being an environmentalist. So when I finished high school, I went and did the studies, and then I worked in that field, working on bush tucker with desert knowledge. And I thought it was always exciting caring for country, but I wanted to serve my community as well. So I thought about it and I got involved in politics, and I went and served on my local council, the Alice Springs Town Council. And then I decided to put my hand up and run for the Northern Territory Legislative Assembly to serve the community that's looked after me and to make sure that people in the bush have a strong voice in Parliament. So I'm very lucky to represent my area.
Being the Minister of Education, do you have any advice to share with your students about their education?
I think the best advice would be around schoolwork's hard work, and it's like anything in life. If you actually want to achieve and do well, you actually have to work hard. So it is about getting up every day, going to school, studying, completing assignments. So it really is about just being consistent and working hard, I think.
And I think the important thing is for our people is knowledge is power. And if our young kids can go to school and get a good education, then the world is their oyster. The opportunities are endless, but we've got to have a good education so that we can aspire to take on those dreams that we all have.
I would like to thank both of you for visiting our school, and we hope to see you again in the future.
One thing before I finish, when I go around to schools, I always hand over a book. And so you can put it in your library, but it just says that I've donated a book. So this is from Chansey and I, and it's 2 Ways Strong. It's a great story, but it is about, as Chansey says, being strong in culture as well as then being strong so that you can go on to employment or further study or having a wonderful, successful life. So thank you very much for the chance to talk to you today.
Yeah, it's certainly been great. And myself and Minister Lawler, we travel around to all the remote community schools, visiting everyone and talking to them to see how their schools run. So if you're out and about on community and you see us around, come and say g'day.